Welcome back. 9:41. Are you still looking for the one, but are tired of swiping left endlessly and are getting bored with those dating apps? Help is on the way. Professional matchmaker Vanessa Sescila with It's Just Lunch joining me now to give us some tips. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining me.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So you have a survey that shows 75% of singles say they're feeling burned out by bad dates, while 4 out of 5 say they're bored with dating apps. What's going on? Did the pandemic have anything to do with this? Because it seems to have an effect on everything.
Oh, so much. So online dating really skyrocketed during the pandemic. A lot of singles really longed for that, certain someone, comfort and support after the social distancing. So what my clients have told me at It's Just Lunch is, as much as these apps are fun at first, it becomes really tiresome very quickly. And this leads to what's called either swiping fatigue or dating burnout.
Okay, so let's talk about that. So if you're done with these apps, but you still want to find the right partner, are there other ways to meet people, or should you just approach these apps differently?
Well, I always say if you're on their apps and you're feeling overwhelmed, again, a lot of my clients at It's Just Lunch always say it feels like a second job. Dating should not feel like a second job. You want to have fun with dating. On these different apps, it's back and forth talking. And I always say also, if you're talking for more than 2 days and no dates are set up, on to the next person, because then it becomes overwhelming. So if you've been on these dating apps for a month or two and you're going on dates that aren't going anywhere, take a step back from dating. I would take a month off, and then when you're ready to go back in, just have a positive attitude and a different effect.
Okay, so for those people,
and you'll get a different result.
Okay, so for those people who are using them, how do you make sure the person you meet on an app is worth having lunch, dinner, or drinks with, and that you're not wasting your time because you are dealing with this burnout?
Yeah, well, going with a positive attitude, right? And you can kind of tell if you're chatting back and forth. Again, if you're chatting for a day and somebody's like, let's meet up, that's a good sign that the person is definitely interested. And then when you're on that date, again, positive attitude, open mind. Just because somebody in front of you does not check off every box doesn't mean that that's not going to be your person. We have to have chemistry with the person. So that could be on totally different levels, and I always say, if you're not feeling 100% of it, maybe 80% of it on the first date, go out on a second date and a third date. If it's not there after those, then on to the next person.
Okay, so let's talk about this. It's just lunch. So the whole concept was you would think, oh, let's just have lunch, like nothing formal. What's the best way to approach that first date? You hear friends say, listen, if I text you, call me to rescue me. So what's the best thing to do? Lunch, dinner, a quick drink, a cup of coffee? What do you say?
So when we set up our clients at It's Just Lunch, we do something easy. Either coffee, drinks and appetizers. Listen, you don't want anybody being stuck sitting through a 4-course meal if you don't know you're going to be interested. Set it up for drinks, appetizers, coffee, because you know what? If it's going well, that could lead to dinner. That could lead to a long lunch. So just start it off light and easy. I think that's the best way to feel it out. And sometimes just leave it at that and then set up the second date.
It's Just Lunch. Chicago.com. There it is on your screen right there. Vanessa, professional matchmaker. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. Good to have you on.
Thanks so much for having me. Have a great day.
You too.